Well, the coach is back as we reaching back and bring you some oldies but goodies, past major league interviews, starting with Tyler Greene.
Another day at the ballpark. It's the coach taking you behind the scenes with Tyler Greene, White Sox infielder. Letting you know what it's like being in the big league. How we doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
Just fine.
All right.
All right, we're going to introduce our Chicago audience to you. So let's start off by letting them know where you're from.
From Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So it's a little bit
down there in the heat. You
yeah,
don't know
man.
about the Chicago weather.
It's April weather. It ain't too fun.
So let them know where you went to high school at.
I went to St. Thomas Aquinas. It's down in Fort Lauderdale. It was great. It was a great school. They had a really good athletic program down there, so I was able to have a lot of good coaches and role models when I was growing up.
Were you any good on the baseball field?
I survived.
You survived, huh? What position did you play at high school?
Shortstop.
Shortstop?
Sure. So I actually, early on, I played some outfield. We had some good players, some good older players. So I had to play the outfield early on, and then my junior and senior year got over to shortstop.
What about college ball?
College, went to Georgia Tech in Atlanta, and played 3 years there at shortstop, and we were able to win a couple of ACC championships, and so it was a good time.
So you must have really been the man. You going to school in Florida, get to go to Georgia Tech. That's one of the baseball powerhouses.
Yeah, no, I've been very fortunate. So just I know just been working hard, trying to get better every day.
So what round were you drafted in?
I was first round back in 2005.
Okay, first round. So that means you was in that got paid round.
A little bit, not like the big boys, but I was able to with the St. Louis Cardinals. Came up through their system, and got called up in 2009, and was back and forth for a couple of years. Was up in the big leagues all year last year. Got traded over to Houston towards the end of the season, and finished out the season with them.
So every kid dreamed to play Major League Baseball. You went to high school. Well, I should say you played high school, played college ball, first round draft pick. I mean, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's great. Like I said, I just feel very fortunate. I think I feel like I have a good work ethic and very focused and determined on what I'm trying to do, and that keeps you in a straight path, and keeps you on the line.
So when did you get that urge to know you wanted to play big league baseball?
Since I was a little kid. I mean, I know that's a standard answer, but since I was a little kid, I watched baseball every night when I was a kid growing up, and just really, really enjoyed the game.
So when I was scouting, I would always tell kids, no matter how much talent you have, somebody got to know you're out there to be drafted. So what did you do to put your name on the maps with the scouts?
Just try to play hard, play the game the right way. Not too much showboating and stuff like that, but just really, I think the big leagues that I like to watch were very humble players, and really played hard-nosed, and always hustled, and they were just very hard-working people.
And I've always told kids that you had to have quick hands, quick feet to play shortstop. So I mean, you got a little holes on your what?
I can run it a little bit.
You can run it a little bit. What's your 60 time? Back then.
Oh man, we haven't been timed that a long time.
You've been in the big league so long.
I don't worry about that stuff anymore. No, I think like 6'5", 6'6".
And you was able to fire it across that field, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, I was blessed with the ability and the tools, and was really just focused on trying to fine-tune everything.
So I mean, a few years back, you were sitting like most kids playing high school, college ball, watching ESPN and seeing the stars of the game. So how does it feel when you walk out on the field and see the Jeters, the A-Rods, and the Konerkos and Adam Dunn? How does that feel?
I mean, you still, you try to be normal about it, but you still get starstruck, and you kind of you take yourself back. You're like, wait, man, I was just watching these guys like as a kid. Now I'm here in the same locker room, same dugout with them, and it's been great. I've been fortunate to be able to have some really big name teammates, especially over here in Chicago and when I was with St. Louis. So I just been jaw dropped and just try to soak in as much as I could.
And when I coached college ball, a whole lot of comical stuff went on the team. We say what happens on the team stays on the team. And for those of you out there in TV land, it's just comical, laughing and silly stuff, that just team stuff. I mean, when you look at these guys, or I should say being in the big leagues, you're kind of amazed to see some of the same character stuff that went on in high school and college going into the big leagues.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep it fun. You got to have fun in everything. And, it's especially at this level, everybody, has that drive and that focus. When the lights turn on and you get in between the lines, they're all ready to go. And that time before all your preparation stuff, you learn how to get your work in, but you also learn how to have fun with it. And I think that's a big key for a successful team is understanding how to have some fun.
So let's talk about last night. You got out there and hit your first major league home run with the White Sox.
With the White Sox, yeah, it was great. I mean, just to be in that position and able to come through like that, I was pumped. I had a little bit of emotions. I was all jacked up, running around first, and I was like, oh, wait a second, you didn't catch that, did you? Because I know he got close to it. And I played against Fold a bunch in the minors and stuff, and so I was going up and down there with the emotion, like, oh no, yes, no, but I was fortunate to be high enough where you couldn't reach it.
So I mean, you're in the big leagues now. I mean, how long you plan on staying up here?
As long as I can. I don't ever want to leave, that's for sure.
And I mean, when you walk around, I mean, do you pinch yourself sometimes? I'm actually here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. It's surreal up here, and but it's also, what you're doing, and you deserve. You've done something to deserve to be up here, and you can't ever forget that. And so you always have to. You're humble about it, but you also deep down believe, and you have the confidence that you're supposed to be here.
They still call you rookie?
Nah, man, I'm a rookie here with this team, but I've been around for a couple of years. So.
Okay, so you don't get rookie treatment.
No.
All right. So second to last question for our Facebook and Twitter nation out there. We gotta let all the ladies know. Are you an eligible bachelor in Chicago?
I am a bachelor. So
y'all better pack out the house. When you walked in that locker room for the very first time and saw your uniform hanging up, what was that feeling like?
I mean, it's surreal. It's every kid's dream come true, and you try not to take it for granted, and you just try to enjoy every second of it, and do the best you can.
Did you cry?
No, bunch of grown men in there, man. It can't be. You lose some
inside, baby.
You lose some manhood right there. Some man. No, just kept all the emotions inside, and then when you go home, you kind of
you let it loose.
You kind of think about it then.
Coach taking all you youngsters behind the scenes with the man Tyler Greene. All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Talk to Me with the coach, Michael E. Mayden, a blast from the past, as we take you back and share with you some of Coach Mayden's best interviews that include past and present Major League Baseball players.
And next up in that lineup is Josh Hamilton, Coach Classic Interviews.
And welcome to Talk to Me with the coach, Mike E. Mayden, and visit with the man, Josh Hamilton. How we doing today?
Doing good. Any day is a good day when you need to play ball.
Well, what about this weather in Chicago?
I tell you, is it out of the ordinary?
It's out of the ordinary for this time.
It's good. I'm glad we brought it up here with us.
Brought it from Texas.
That's right.
I used to coach college ball, and I used to get me some good ball players out of that Texas area.
I tell you, I mean, anywhere, if you look hard enough, there's good ball players anywhere.
Now, you're one of the stars of the game, and we got a young group of baseball players to watch our show, 1.2 million. Yeah. What's the key to your success on the major league level?
The biggest thing is keep God first in your life, and that helps every aspect of your life, including baseball. Practice-wise, we don't do anything different than a little leaguer does. We hit off the tee, we take ground balls, fly balls. Nothing changes in between the lines when you get to this level. Just the atmosphere changes. A little bigger stadiums, a little better food, and things like that. So just keeping it, having fun, and keep working hard.
So you must have been in coach meetings when I was having my team meetings back in the day. I used to tell, I would tell guys, the only difference in this game from little league to the pros is the game become quicker, the competition become better, and you eliminate the ones that can't from the ones that can't.
Yeah, I mean, your fans don't realize it. Even when I go to a sporting event, like say a football game or something, it looks slow when you're looking at it from the stands, but when you're out there, it's totally different. And you just gotta, when things speed up, as far as the game goes, you gotta slow your mind down, and that helps keep things under control.
When I was scouting, one of the tools we look for in a hitter is bat speed, the ability to get the bat through the strike zone. That tells me to hit major league pitching. What do you do to work on your bat speed as a hitter?
I got a couple of drills I do. I have somebody stand on the side of me, and they toss 5 balls, boom, 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 and I got to get there and get back, get there, get back, and then I'll go to 10 balls, and it's always just doing the drills that. You ain't got to try to hit the ball 5 miles every time. You just want to put good, solid swings on it and hit line drives, and that's the kind of approach you have in BP.
And one of the other tools is the ability to hit for power. Where you get so much power? Is it in the wrist? Is it in the swing?
A lot of it's God-given, and I put a lot of work in. Just I try to keep my body in good shape. I lift weights and try to stay as flexible as possible. And the biggest thing for me was trying to find a routine. It'd be my 4th year in the league now that I can come out, I can come to the park, I can do it, and I can be ready for that game that night. And if I do that, then the power and the bat speed and all that stuff is there.
So there are youngsters watching this show that think they just get up out of bed and become a good hitter. I don't think they know the sacrifice you guys on the major league have to put into it.
We study a lot of videotape. A lot of folks think we just show up and play the game. I got here at 12 o'clock today. Had early batting practice on the field at 2 o'clock. Then we went over scouting, the media, the pitchers and that sort of thing. Then I just went to the cage right now and hit. And in between that, lifted weights and, did some different things to get my body ready. So it's a lot of work involved. But you know what? It pays off in the end if you do it and you do it consistently and you have a game plan.
This week coming up will be draft week for major leaguers, major league draft. Take us back to that day when you was drafted. Where were you at, and what went on that day?
It was a dream come true. For me, I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player one day, and the draft was the beginning of that dream being realized. So it was actually my dad's birthday. It was June 2nd, 1999. And
telling your age now.
Yeah, so it's a good birthday present for any kids. I got a dad's birthday on that day, but it was the beginning. It was a stepping stone to get where I wanted to be, and I had all my family there. There was a lot of media there, and it was just a special day.
So what round did you go?
First pick, first round.
First pick, first round. So you were like jumping around, shouting.
It was crazy because a scout from the Devil Rays was there at the house, but they were about 30 minutes late calling me. So I was getting a little worried, getting a little anxious there. But, when it came in to call, I was excited, put the jersey on, and, was ready to begin.
And when you crossed that threshold to the big leagues and walked in that locker room for the first time, saw your uniform, what was that feeling like?
Oh, man, it was tears of joy. And, especially, the path I took to get to where I was in the big leagues. It was special. Just realizing how God's grace and His mercy is just something we can't really comprehend. So everything I do now, where I didn't used to do before, I used to take things for granted a little bit, especially when I hand you a lot of money and say, here, play. Now I got a different aspect on things. I give God the glory for everything I do, and just try to be a light to the world.
So does the money change you as a ball player?
I went through that phase because I grew up, in a lower to middle class family, and we didn't have it. So when we got it, it was different.
Christmas every day.
It was Christmas every day, and never really found any joy in things, materialism, things like that. I was buying cars, houses, blah, 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 everything, and never had any joy in my life until I found Jesus Christ.
The coach on the road taking you behind the scene with the man, JH for Texas.
Thanks,
I appreciate it.
Well, that's our show for today. It's been a great show, been a great time. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to check us out on social media. Go and log on to Classic MLB Interviews with the coach, Michael E. Mayden. Catch the show, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in. Peace out to the next show.